Hello, guys. It is so bewildering, It is so jarring, to see celebrities being slaves of the brands, clothing brands, to be precise, if I could put it that way. Like, for instance, we see like majority of celebrities. I can talk of people like, especially in South Africa, in our country, maybe DJ Shimza, Black Coffee, uh, Dira, McCarthy, Cubs of the Small. The list is countless, by the way. I'm just maybe picking the names that just pops up in my mind faster than others. Things like maybe uh, Bonang Mateba, T-Bow Touch. Um, the list is countless. Robert Marawa. I'm just talking about celebrities in general. You find themselves, wearing these exorbitant brands like Balmain, Moschino, Prada, Monty Botticelli, Christian Louboutin, Dolce & Gabbani. The list is countless. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and so on and so forth. Oscar Bo, Calvin Momo, Casper Newvesta. Like, it is so jarring, I must put it that way. Like, if you're really a celebrity and you are wearing maybe Dolce& and Gabbana brand, and my question is, if Dolce& Gabbana is not paying you for wearing that brand as a celebrity, using your influence on something that literally doesn't pay you, I think you just voluntary donating, to be a brand ambassador of that particular brand. If they don't pay you, if they didn't approach you, and then you just automatically wear the brand because you like it, I think you should be very smart, guys. As much as you would like the brand, but I don't think it makes sense in terms of you being an entrepreneur, being an influencer, and understanding your potentness as a celebrity to wear that brand. It is patently absurd, man. People literally don't understand their names. That is why I'm just going to make a typical example, hypothetical speaking about which one I call this the soccer players. You see, if you will notice, Kylian Mbappe, if he runs out of, is a PSG soccer player, born and raised in France. So this individual, when he wear boots, soccer boots with brands that doesn't maybe uh, use him as a brand ambassador, if you wear like a Nike soccer boots, she's gonna wear. If it's white, she's just gonna take a black polish and polish the whole outside appearance of those soccer boots. He is hiding those brands that literally doesn't maybe sponsor him at some point, somewhere, somehow. Why is he doing that? Just simply because he understands his influence as a football athlete, who has an exorbitant amount of followers and influence and what's not and so forth. So I think maybe other celebrities could learn from that. We could see people like Kanye West, that he's been sponsored by these brands. He's been a brand ambassador for the longest time for Adidas and other things like Michael Jordan and then other brands. The list is countless. But he wears under brands that sponsor him. He only wears those brands. So for you, as a celebrity, to just wear Dolce Gabbana or Christian Dior just simply because maybe you like the brand, I think at some point somewhere somehow you just voluntary without benefiting anything to market to the brand, because if you have this exorbitant amount of influence and then you wear a certain particular brand, look at the masses, look at the people that follows you. At some point somewhere somehow you putting that brand on the flag for people to purchase it. because we have like number of followers, right? So I think you can wear that brand if you can manage to hide it at some point somewhere somehow. I think that would work. So majority of celebrities, they are slaves of brands. They are not getting paid. They don't get any incentives. They don't get any share for marketing these brands, because there's a reason why I'm embroiling these celebrities to be used by brands as gambits, whether voluntary, whether unknowingly, right? But I think celebrities should be very considerate about being slaves of brands. You find themselves Oscar Bo, I see him wearing Christian Louboutin, Dolce and Gabbana, Gucci, Moschino, Balmain, Amiri, Raw. Why would you wear these things? You even take selfies, you even take pictures. I understand if maybe the journalists, can just take a photo of you and post it. That one it's understandable. But if you yourself, you will go to Dolph Gapany or either Balmain and take a picture wearing these things, and they don't pay you, and you are an athlete like Casper Nyovesta, you are an artist with an exorbitant amount of followers. It is so jarring. It is so bewildering. I think these people should equip themselves, and try to circumvent or either preempt themselves from being used by brands, whether voluntary, whether just simply because they are oblivion of their influence. I think at some point, somewhere, somehow, in hindsight, these people, they are aware of these things, but I think they're not educated enough. They are not hubris enough, to take a stand and be relentless and be resistant, to withstand being used by brands, without paying them. If you are a celebrity, if you are an athlete, you must be sponsored by a brand. You should become a brand ambassador. Don't just wear a brand because you like it. That's my take on it. And I understand the fact that some people, they can just wear the brand because it resonates with them, it suits them. They feel good when they are wearing those brands. It's even boosts their confidence and what's not and so forth. It is understandable, but just know that you are automatically manipulated, because for us, I cannot deny the fact that it takes manipulation at some point, somewhere, somehow, for us to be convinced, to be persuaded, to be lured and enticed to like brands, and ended up like using our last cash to buy those brands. I think manipulation and sales gimmicks are at play for us to be convinced that we should take our last cents and buy these brands. So if you are woke enough, you will find it very important to be very considerate, and understand that if you are a person of those caliber, of having influence followed by multitude and multitude of people, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't maybe wear brands just for fun, just simply because maybe you feel cold and it's winter. You wanna wear these jackets, Nike jackets. You shouldn't just wear it. Nike should approach you at some point. That is why most rich people like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Alex, the Louis Vuitton owner, who's the richest man currently, it's very hard to find them wearing these brands. They do wear them, but it is very rare. It's an um, limited edition to find them wearing these brands. So let us stop becoming slavery of the brands, especially if you're a celebrity. I understand marginalized people in lower class, like average people. But if you have an influence, you have a choice to wear whatever that you want to wear at any given time, at any given moment. You should be very considerate. You should be very cautious about being used by brands. By default, I think you're just being used by brands by default. I think you should change your paradigms, in how you predicate why as to why you are motivated and incentivized to wear these brands. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely one. Boom, 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 boom.